backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Staring at 38. That last play.
Offensive stress to defense being physical. Just making big contact. The guys on the outside, the cornerbacks. It's not just their job to control the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force
Through all that contact, he ends up forcing the incompletion.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll throw again. Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Prescott on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They're down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back. And his defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference. I'm going to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Prescott. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, there's only a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Prescott yet again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
On second down, Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Elliott. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3.
Some of these guys are making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Celtic Tigers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game. They could try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this run.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of all the score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
He's got it to the 43 here.
The big part of the middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go now.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a solid run down inside the 30. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Like you've been here before. Here we go. Check, Panther.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown. Chris Watkins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. It's a big play there. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of winning this game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball, when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you can tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the gun, it's Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And does that just sum up football? We see it all the time. The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down.
This is definitely 4th down territory. On their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On the move to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession. Disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll run with Sanders, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's go now.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, they're going to take a pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are in top position. They saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. For the reasons they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Eagles, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.